Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, and happy December. It's finally Christmas time and I'm super excited for the festive season, but at the same time I feel kind of burned out from the year. I'm so exhausted from work and everything, and I'm also super exhausted by the whole consumerism of Christmas and all of the expectations and the spending that comes along with it. And I recently came across this reel here which really resonated with me and inspired me to start making more things at home. I remember in my childhood I usually made a lot of Christmas crafts with my mom or even at school, and I loved it so much, and it really helped to slow me down and appreciate the season that we're in. So that's what I would like to do this week as well. So I'm super excited to share these DIY ideas with you. They are all absolutely for free. I used trash to make most of these. I upcycled a lot of things, and you don't need to spend any money, just let your creativity flow. For me, the Christmas season is all about slowing down, reflecting on the year and having a cozy time at home, maybe with some of your favorite cookies, a lovely tea, and then just crafting the night or the evening away. So the first thing that I want to do is actually my sort of centerpiece for my Advent candles. This is a thing that we do in Germany. So for every Sunday in December you light a candle. And I've collected a bunch of different greens, so from pines or different fir trees, or like, you know, the classic Christmas tree greens. And then I've also collected some, yeah, I guess berries, or I don't know what you call this. I think this is like holly or something like that. I'm not super sure. Yeah, I usually get my stuff from my local cemetery. They have a super big garden section where everything gets composted, that's sort of, yeah, cut off. So this is basically trash that I picked up. You can also ask in your local plant nurseries, or maybe if you have trees in your area, you can ask the owners if they have some cuttings left over. And yeah, this is usually what I do. So I just go around and collect some different sort of, yeah, greens that I can use. I usually start sort of doing the base with greens, and then I can add in more color and maybe some ornaments as well. But so far this has cost me $0 except the candles. These are the only things that I bought. I also love to add some little pine cones in there, just a little bit. And I think that's always super cute. And yeah, I think that I'm actually already quite done. I think I like it the way it is right now. The next thing that I want to sort of incorporate into my decorating are these lovely ceramic Christmas trees. I got them I think last year or 2 years ago, and I loved them so much. I think they're just gorgeous, and I would like to sort of create a little landscape around my candle centerpiece. The next thing that I want to tackle is this stick. It is quite a cool one because it's like a little bit bendy, and I think it looks quite nice. And I would like to hang it in my window and sort of decorate the stick itself, and then have some ornaments hanging off of it, and then just put it in my window. And I think that could look super cute. And I've just got some normal wire. You could of course also just use some twine or some yarn that you have, and I will just start building up onto my twig. So I have created a base coat, and now I'm just gonna push in some more leaves and berries and make it look a bit more full, and also clip off some pieces that I don't like that much. And I try to sort of create some dimension with different greens. very hard to film against the light, but I added some more ornaments. I got these little moons in a second-hand shop and I think they're just adorable, super, super cute. To get even more into the Christmas spirit, I just wanted to share my favorite cookie recipe of all time. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I make it every year, and every year I just love it so much. Honestly, these are just the most delicious Christmas vanilla cookies ever, and yeah, I thought I might as well share the recipe with you, so maybe you can also recreate them at home. So I have linked all of the ingredients and measurements in the description box, and essentially you mix everything together and form a little dough that you can then turn into small little rolls. I usually let my dough cool down a little bit, maybe for like half an hour or something like that. I put it in the fridge, and then I'm able to cut it into small little pieces and form these pieces into a banana or like half moon shape cookie. And then you can already put them into the oven. And while the cookies are baking, I decided to start on my next Christmas craft, which is these lovely stars that I saw in this Instagram reel right here. And they are just upcycled from sort of an old soda can or an old tube. In my case, it was tomato puree. This is just what we have here where I live, but honestly, you can use whatever. I know some of these hold maybe mayonnaise or mustard or anything, and they have this super cool metal in there, and I really wanted to recreate these super fun stars. For my little metal stars, I just tried to sort of even out my metal piece, and then I traced my little shapes on there. And afterwards I was able to sort of carve some details into them. I used just an old screwdriver basically, and then I was able to sort of create some lines, but you could also do some dots or whatever shapes you like, and that just helps to give your star a little bit of dimension. And you basically score the metal very lightly, and that way you can also shape your stars and make them a bit more three-dimensional. And then with a needle I just punched a little hole at the top so that I could also hang my ornaments. And then the cookies were already done, and after they've cooled down for a few minutes you can basically start rolling them into a sugar mixture. Again, the ingredients are linked in the description, and that way they become super sweet and just so delicious, and they're just my favorite cookies of all time. My next DIY I think is my favorite DIY of all of the things that I did this week, and it was very much inspired by these, I think, papier-mâché sort of ornaments that I saw here on Zara Home as well as on Lone Fox's website, and I think they're super cool. I love them so much. My mom actually gave me one of the Zara Home collection, but I decided to make some more and make them myself out of some old cardboard that I had lying around. And for my papier-mâché ornaments I decided to use origami basically and create my own ornaments because I didn't have any at home. And I just cut out my template and traced that template onto my piece of cardboard. The template is also linked in the description, and of course you can find lots of different shapes and origami tutorials for various size of ornaments and shapes of ornaments. And yeah, I just cut everything out, and then I carefully scored my cardboard so that it would be easier to fold. And then I also just wanted to share with you this lovely creator here. She upcycled some old ornaments using also the papier-mâché technique, and then she hand painted all of these lovely flowers and patterns on there, and I think they're just super stunning. And I just wanted to show you the idea because I think this is just gorgeous. I personally am not very good at painting, so I will stick to my original plan and cover my cardboard pieces in fabric. But of course you could also use maybe some tissue paper or some other fun papers that you have here to create your ornaments. And I just cut some scrap fabric and then I was able to glue it on using my school glue. You could also use Mod Podge, whatever you have. And I decided to also mix some water in there. And that worked super well. And then I just continued the same process for my other ornaments as well. And then the last upcycling project that I wanted to show you is super simple, and it is made from old toilet paper rolls. And I was inspired by this creator right here, and she shared this super fun and easy DIY that I now also want to try out and share with you. And you basically mark 4 centimeters from either end of the toilet paper roll, and you cut 8 times into your toilet paper roll from either side, and then you are able to sort of create these little pointed stars. To create the double layer star effect, I just moved my cuts a little bit so that it would be uneven, and that way you can create these 2 separate layers. And afterwards I just painted everything with normal acrylic paint that I had left over, and then it was already time to style everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely time, and I hope you get to slow down a little bit and maybe also do some cozy crafts while watching this video. And thank you to everyone who likes, comments or subscribes. That really helps me out. And if you would like to support me, you can always donate to my Ko-fi page. I will be slowing down in the next few days and weeks as well, so I'm not sure how often I will be able to upload, because I definitely want to spend time with family, go to loads of Christmas markets and really get into the holiday spirit. But Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone that celebrates, and I wish you all the best and also a good start into the new year.